actually very impressive. What's going on, guys? Kirk here from Motor Gear TV. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. And as you guys can see behind me, we have the all-new BMW X6. We're going to be doing a quick review on it and show you guys exactly why this is the best sports activity coupe on the market. Let's get started. Alright, so as I mentioned, this is the all-new 2024 BMW X6 LCI. And for those of you who don't know what LCI means, it's life cycle impulse. So this is going to be the second generation of this X6 body style. Most likely they're going to continue it for another 2 to 3 years, and then we're going to see a completely new redesign after that. Now, just to give you guys some quick stats, this is the X6 40i X-Drive. For those of you who know what the 40i is, it's going to be powered by the inline-6 B58 motor, which is going to be their Gen 3 version. Now, a couple things to highlight with the LCI. It's going to have, as I mentioned, the same body style, but there are going to be a few unique updates. Starting off with the front, they have a completely new redesign for the front bumper, which include the grills, the lower display right here, and also these really unique, I guess not angel eye but half hexagon LED headlights. This is fully blacked out, as you guys can see, which gives it a really menacing look on the front, also paired with the satin black kidney grills. Now this car also has the M Sport package on it, which is going to include this updated bumper. Also going to be paired with M Performance brakes. You're going to have some M badging on the side coming around to the back. Nice performance gloss black spoiler, and also your redesigned rear bumper. Now the taillights, from what I understand, are the same as the pre-LCI. As I mentioned to you guys before, this is the X-Drive 40i. Really aggressive. This thing is very chunky, and before I take you guys in on the inside, just want to show you guys just what it looks like on the outside. As I mentioned, pretty much the same body style, but as you guys can see, there are a few subtle updates which I think tie into the car really nicely. Now BMW describes this as a sports activity coupe. For those of you who don't know, BMW were actually the first manufacturer to actually come up with this concept. A couple other companies that tried to mimic it afterwards were Mercedes with their GLE coupe, you have Audi with their Q8, and soon after a couple other companies, Porsche came out with their Cayenne coupe as well, and you have Lamborghini with their Urus. For me, I think this is the bread and butter. This is where it all started, and really seeing how the first X6 started out in 2008 to where it's at right now, completely night and day difference, more technology and all of that. Without any further ado, let's jump into the car, show you guys what it's all about. This is their brand new key. What do you guys think of this? Really designed. It's super light as well. Really like how it looks. Definitely very unique. Has the same typical buttons that you would expect: unlock, lock, and a trunk release. Now walking up to the vehicle, I'm not sure if it's going to do it, but it should unlock. Show you guys right there. Very nice. And these are the new redesigned headlights that I was talking about. Really stealthy, really menacing. As you can see on the side, BMW LED. Stepping inside. Now, the owner of this car specifically designed it with the cognac leather interior. Really cool. Show you guys what it looks like for the new display. Now this is their new iDrive 8. This is a full LED touchscreen display. Really nice, very immersive. We did try this when we test drove the BMW i4 in Pennsylvania. I think they did a really good touch with this. When we go on the street, we're going to probably show you guys a few of the features, but this is pretty much what the interior looks like. For those of you who know some of the newer BMWs, they removed the shifter and now it's just this little knob. Not a huge fan of it, but I guess it is a little bit more sleeker with the design. This one also has the interior carbon fiber trim package, which I think is really nice. And you guys can see a little nice detail right there with the ambient lighting, and it also says X6 right there. This one also has the panoramic sunroof, which will probably open up. But let's start this thing up and see what it sounds like. So again, very minimalistic, show you guys a little bit more of the carbon fiber. Now look at that. Now I did want to highlight a couple of the functions, at least right here in the center console. This is going to allow you to control and toggle through some of the settings on the screen. On this side you have your traction control button, which is going to allow you to turn on and off. Start button, you have your controls for your different driving modes. So you have sport, comfort, eco. I think this one is for if you're going up and down a hill. And then you also have your auto hold. This is going to be if you come to a stop at a stoplight. Parking brake right here as well. This is your new toggle switch, so again, no knobs for your gear selector, and then you have your park button right here. Now if it was a little bit darker, you would be able to see some of the ambient lighting. Hopefully sun is going down pretty soon, so we might be able to see it. But other than that, guys, here's the inside, really clean. Alright, so now that you guys have seen what the interior of the car looks like, let's jump in and see what the engine looks like. Alright, and in all its glory, the big bad B58 motor. So a lot of you guys should be familiar with this motor by now. This one is actually the third generation of it with the 6-port exhaust manifold. This one in particular is pushing out 375 horsepower, I believe, inline 6, turbocharged, twin scroll, and a very highly potent motor that's been featured in many other models, including the M340i, the the Toyota Supra, and a host of other cars. But yeah, really powerful. I hope that owner will get it tuned one day, but on stock power it's more than enough, especially on the streets of Jamaica. You really won't need more than this. But just to show you guys a little bit of what it's capable of, when I do a quick little driving review to see how it is on the street and just show you what some of the modes can do. Now, what I'm curious about, I'm pretty sure everybody wants to see, is what this thing is like in sport mode. So, hey BMW, front windows down.
Okay, I will open the front windows.
Let's put this thing in sport. So I'm not going to go too crazy with this car, especially because it's not mine. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of a launch just to show you guys what the acceleration looks like. A very big car and the thing takes off very easily. That's actually very impressive. Very nice. Seatbelt tightens here as well. Sport mode, steering wheel feels a little bit heavier, suspension feels a little bit firmer as well, and definitely the acceleration is definitely there. Again, around town with 375 horsepower, you really don't need more power than that, you know. I think it's pretty good for what it is, especially being such a heavy vehicle. The extra definitely does help as well, and again, because this is Jamaica, we all know that it rains a lot, especially during the summer times, so having that extra traction is really good. Yeah, this pickup is sweet, man. Love how this car handles. It's a sport activity coupe. Past the BMW dealership Right now, don't know if you guys can see my shirt, but this is actually the BMMR merchandise. I got this one when I was at Invasion, so big ups to the team at BMMR brand. Really good quality shirts, quality merch, quality hoodies. Make sure you guys check them out as well. For me, having an SUV, especially a vehicle like this in Jamaica, is really important because to have that height, have that ability to again navigate over different types of terrain. Yes, yeah, and again there are a lot of obstacles when you're driving on the road, so being able to be in a bigger vehicle will always put you at an advantage against anything that's on the road. You know, you don't necessarily have to worry about not being able to see everything because you are at a higher seating position. You are able to see much more, and again this car has a really nice viewing angle, not really a lot of blind spots, to be honest with you. The front pillars don't really get into the way, so that's really good. And again, this car is so smooth. Alright, so final thoughts on the new X6. Honestly guys, I really love it. I love how smooth it is on the road, how it handles, the power delivery, how comfortable the seats are. I don't know if I showed it in the video, but it does have massaging seats as well, heating and cooling. So again, a really nice overall package. For those of you who are interested and are contemplating it, I hope this video allowed you guys to see at least some of the features and see what it's all about. But as usual, if you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments section. This one is probably the first feature I've ever done on a new vehicle, so if you guys like it, definitely let me know. Look out for more geared up content, and really looking forward to the ownership experience with it. To Coupe, guys, this is definitely the one to get. Obviously, try out as many as you can, but the X6 should be at the top of the list for any consideration. So for me, I personally give it a 9 out of 10. The only thing it's probably would need is just a little bit more power, but again, that's very subjective. But a lot of positive things to note from this car. It's very capable, and I really think for those of you guys who are interested in getting it, it's a very good buy. If you guys are in the market for one, definitely check it out. Check out the 40i, check out the M60, and check out the X6M. Any of those should be able to satisfy your appetite. I know for me, this one is perfect for Jamaica and perfect for the streets. And once again, big shout out to the new owner for allowing me to review this amazing car. Big ups to you, bro. I hope you enjoy it. For the longevity of your ownership, we're gonna wrap this one up. Not much more to say. 2024 LCI X6. If you guys like this content, make sure you guys smash the like button, leave some comments down below. And until then, guys, we're gone.